His name was Angel Jackson. Was he an angel? No. In fact, he just tried to borrow a BMW at gunpoint. But his little misdeed was not going as planned. His victim fought back, and the two men engaged in an old-fashioned Donnybrook. But like so many of our brothers and sisters, his crime was he had the wrong color skin. He was merely an unarmed man of color, a small-time hoodlum fleeing in the night.
Quit running! Get him up! I haven't done anything!
With nowhere to turn, he knew what he had done was wrong and was ready to surrender to the authority figures who pursued him. A minor scuffle ensued.
Go, man!
But the police overreacted, as they have time and time again. Those two white police officers who chased Angel Jackson that night made him pay with his life.
Don't kill me!
We all know the injustice that followed. It's not the first time an all-white jury has acquitted two of their own, despite their obvious guilt. So what do? Accept this result? Let these so-called peace officers continue to terrorize our community? No. Never!
Sam, never.
Not as long as I'm the watchdog of your truth, the guardian of your civil rights.
And we're here to protect this guy? What's wrong with this picture?
That's why, as so many times in the past, I have filed a wrongful death suit against those two officers in question. A civil action. Like in the case of the beating of Ted Hodges, who is lucky enough that the Lord saved his life so he could be here on this glorious day. And I stand here now, my friends, to tell you we are about to win another victory. As I've said before, I have a secret witness, an individual brave enough to come forward and tell what he saw that night. A man who will stand up and bear witness to the truth on this historic civil trial. We will not settle this case with blood money from the Santa Monica Police Department, as has been reported in the newspaper. We will seek a verdict so that the soul of an angel can rest in peace.
Hey, Joe, we gotta do that, you know what I'm saying?
As long as
Slim man, what you trying to start something?
Let's keep it calm, sir.
What do you mean keep it calm? All y'all standing around here just looking for a reason to bust some heads. You want me calm?
Look, we don't want any trouble.
Man, we cool, man.
we shall not be wrong. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We need to talk.
$3.50 an hour. You can't afford me, Hodges.
You weren't saying it when you were stealing me blind, Jerry.
Deborah, I'll see you in court on Monday. Make sure we have all the depositions with us.
Yes, sir.
Watch your mouth. I took your case when nobody else would, and I won it for you.
You also took 70% of the fee.
We agreed on my fee in advance.
It's not a fee. That's highway robbery. I just assumed you had Don King representing me.
Don King is a hell of a promoter, but not much of a lawyer. So, if you're gonna sue me, I wouldn't use him. The case of the beating of Ted Hodges, who is lucky enough that the Lord saved his life so he could be here on this glorious day. And I stand here now.
Good. Cheers like that are deserving of Academy Award.
As I said before, it's about time, baby. Tell what you saw that night. A man willing to stand up at this historic civil trial.
Some try to talk you down, why everyone bags on my town. Sand and sea, it works for me. Take a look around, it's just another day in LA.
video call said it was a robbery.
To keep the press away.
Homicide?
The kind race riots are made of. It's Jerry Collier.
I want our people put on alert. And I want the logs of every officer Collier ever sued.
Well, that's half the department.
You know, maybe if Calloway weren't on vacation, your team would have dropped the ball on security, Sergeant.
Look, we were only covering the press conference. Collier specifically turned down our request to provide additional protection.
Which somebody apparently knew. And took advantage of.
You think a police officer did this?
Well, I think given our popularity in the black community, it's going to be perceived that way, whether it's true or not.
All the more reason to find the shooter and fast.
You know, given the circumstances and the sensitivity of the situation, I'm inclined not to want to assign this to one of our homicide detectives. Especially since Collier's made them the target of most of his legal harassment.
Maybe if you tap someone from a low-profile unit, say Pacific Blue.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Look, Chief, I don't
I've
think...
reviewed your file, McNamara. You have a very strong background.
But not in homicide. Besides, don't you think an officer of color would be a better choice?
Well, be accused of using the race card to our advantage? I think that you are exactly the right person for this job. Unless, of course, you don't think you can handle the investigation.
I can handle it, sir.
Good.
But can you handle it if I find out it was a cop who did this?
God, no. My name's Deborah Williams. I'm second in command at Mr. Collier's law firm. Please tell me that...
I'm afraid so.
How?
Gunshot wound to the chest.
I want to see the officer in charge.
Well, that would be me. I'm Sergeant McNamara. Mind telling me what you're doing here?
Beg your pardon?
Seems this wasn't Mr. Collier's primary residence, and judging from the looks of the place, private, secluded, champagne on ice.
I don't like what you're implying.
Then what are you doing here, Miss Williams?
Business.
Then maybe we should do this business downtown.
Jerry came here to work when he didn't want to be disturbed. He called and asked me to bring him some papers. Look, Jerry was married. We were colleagues, friends. I insist on having an outside observer present.
For what?
I'm not going to let the police destroy evidence and cover up...
Maintaining the integrity of this crime scene is my top priority, Miss Williams. And not fueling the fire by entertaining your conspiracy theories.
Well, we'll see how the press feels about that.
I intend to investigate everyone associated with Jerry Collier. That includes police officers, and that includes you, Ms. Williams.